What you'll learn in this video: the shocking buying power of just £1 in 1971. How incredibly cheap petrol, groceries, and entertainment really were. What a single pound coin could get you, right after dismilization. Jaw-dropping price comparisons between 1971 and today. A nostalgic look back at life, the economy, and culture in early 70s Britain. Chapters 0 o'clock intro, 035. What £1 was really worth. 110. Your weekly shop on a budget. 205. Entertainment and leisure for less. 3 o'clock, the golden age of motoring. 4 o'clock, running a home for pennies. 5 o'clock, final thoughts. Asterisk video opens with nostalgic, grainy footage of 1970s Britain. The presenter appears on screen, holding a modern £1 coin and an old, large, £1 note. Asterisk 0 o'clock intro. Asterisk. Have you ever looked at a £1 coin and wondered what it used to be worth? Today, it might get you a chocolate bar or a bag of crisps if you're lucky. But what if I told you that just over 50 years ago, this £1 could have completely transformed your day, your week, or even your social life? In 1971, Britain was just getting used to a brand new currency system with the arrival of decimal day. The old shillings and pence were out, and the new decimal system was in. For many, it was a confusing time. But one thing was certain: the pound in your pocket stretched further than you can possibly imagine. Today, we're traveling back to 1971 to uncover the incredible, and frankly shocking, value of a single pound. From a full tank of petrol to a wild night out at the pub, you won't believe what £1 could buy. So, buckle up as we explore the real cost of living in a bygone era. Asterisk 035. What £1 was really worth. Asterisk. So, just how powerful was £1 in 1971? To put it into modern perspective, that single pound had the purchasing power of roughly £15 to £20 today. But even that comparison doesn't do it justice. The value of money is best understood by what you could actually buy with it. In 1971, the average weekly wage was around £30 for men and significantly less for women. So a pound was a substantial amount of money. It represented a significant chunk of someone's hard-earned cash. For context, while £1 was a lot, prices for everyday items were shockingly low by today's standards. This was a time just before the major inflation of the mid-70s and 80s really took hold, creating a unique economic snapshot where a little money went a very, very long way. So let's break it down and see exactly what that meant for the average person. 110. Your weekly shop on a budget. Asterisk. Let's start with the weekly grocery shop, a place where the value of £1 becomes truly astounding. Imagine walking into a supermarket in 1971 with a single pound note. You could practically fill a shopping basket with essentials for the whole family for a day. A standard loaf of white bread would have set you back about 9p. With £1, you could have walked out with more than 10 loaves. Milk, another daily staple, was similarly affordable, but the most staggering deal was eggs. A dozen eggs cost around 12p, meaning your £1 could have bought you almost 100 eggs. Fancy some cheese for your sandwiches. A decent block of cheddar was about 15p to 20p, allowing you to buy several blocks with change to spare. And for a classic British meal, a hearty fish and chips from the local chippy cost just 15p. Your £1 could feed a family of 6. With everyone getting their own portion, it's clear that when it came to basic food, £1 in 1971 wasn't just useful, it was powerful. Asterisk 205. Entertainment and leisure for less. Asterisk. What about having some fun? In 1971, £1 was your golden ticket to a great time. A trip to the cinema was a popular pastime, and a ticket to see the latest blockbuster would cost you between 15p and 20p. That means with a single pound, you and 4 or 5 friends could all go to the pictures. If the pub was more your scene, things get even more unbelievable. The average price of a pint of beer was a mere 1p. That's right. For £1, you could get a round of 9 pints for your mates, and still have a penny left over. For those who preferred a soft drink, a glass of Coca-Cola in a cafe cost around 5p, so £1 bought you 20 glasses. Music lovers could also indulge. A brand new vinyl single from a chart-topping artist like T-Rex or Slade cost around 40p. With £1, you could pick up 2 hit records, and still have 20p left for a bag of sweets on the way home. Whether it was a night at the movies, a session at the pub, or adding to your record collection, £1 made you feel rich. Asterisk. 3 o'clock, the golden age of motoring. Asterisk. For anyone who drives a car today, the cost of petrol in 1971 is the stuff of dreams. This was truly a golden age for motorists. In 1971, petrol was sold by the gallon, not the liter, and the price was an astonishing 33p per gallon. Since a gallon is about 4.5 liters, that's equivalent to roughly 7p per liter. With a single pound, you could buy 3 whole gallons of petrol. To put that into perspective, the average family car, like a Ford Cortina or a Morris Marina, could hold around 10 gallons. So for just over £3, you could fill the tank from empty. Your £1 alone would get you around 5 gallons of fuel, enough to drive well over 100 miles. And it wasn't just fuel that was cheap. Getting around town on public transport was also incredibly affordable. In many cities across Britain, a weekly bus pass could be bought for under £1, giving you unlimited travel for 7 days. £1 literally kept the country moving. Asterisk asterisk, 4 o'clock running a home for pennies, asterisk asterisk, beyond food and fun. £1 also went a long way in keeping a household running. Need to post a letter? A first-class stamp cost only 3p. Your £1 could buy you over 30 stamps, enough to handle all your correspondence for months. If you were a smoker, a packet of 20 cigarettes was about 20p, meaning £1 got you 5 full packs. Even keeping up with the day's events was a bargain. A daily newspaper, like the Daily Mirror or The Sun, cost just 3p. With £1, you could have a newspaper delivered to your door every day for a whole month. And what about treats for the kids? The toy aisle wasn't off limits either. A simple toy or a small game would typically cost between 3p and 6p. So, £1 was more than enough to buy a couple of small presents to keep the little ones happy. From communication to daily habits, that single pound note covered an incredible range of everyday needs and wants, making life feel much more manageable. Asterisk asterisk, 5 o'clock final thoughts, asterisk asterisk, looking back at these prices from 1971. It's hard not to feel a sense of shock and nostalgia. A pound that could buy 9 pints of beer, 6 portions of fish and chips, or 5 gallons of petrol, feels like a relic from a different world. And in many ways, this was a time before hyperinflation, before the global oil crisis, and before the cost of living spiraled upwards. While wages were lower, the purchasing power in people's pockets was undeniably strong. The journey of the humble pound, from 1971 to today, tells a fascinating story about our economy, our society, and how our relationship with money has changed forever. It serves as a powerful reminder of a time when a little truly went a long, long way. Tell us in the comments, what's the cheapest price you personally remember paying for bread, milk, petrol, or the cinema? Share your memories. Your comment might appear in a future video.